I'm Bradley J. Burt reporting at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, Illinois. This place is awesome. I just want to take you on a little tour here and show you around. Everybody just get into the Christmas spirit. We got 8 more days left. Just take a look at everything that we have to offer here at the Museum of Science and Industry. The U505 exhibit kicks off our journey. First off, thank you to all who serve, especially submariners. After exploring the exhibit, the thought of past generations and their unwavering courage became apparent. The submariners aboard the U505 were tasked with the responsibility to hand over their prized possession to the U.S. Navy Task Force 22.3 on June 4th, 1944. U-boats were the menace of World War II, sinking Allied ships at sea. From the museum vantage point, nobody traveling the shark-infested waters being chased by U-boats felt safe. The fear inflicted by the German Navy had the world on edge. The brave warriors of the U.S. Navy and their capture of U-505 continues to remind museum visitors about the collateral damage and the price the Navy paid to protect the homeland. Now on to the ship's exhibit. According to Shamsir Mambra of MarineSite.com, the history of shipbuilding goes back to the medieval times, when the sailing boats were made by attaching the wooden planks together. Since then, the process of building a ship has witnessed immense transformations. The ship's exhibit displayed the rigor and might with all hands on deck. Now let's take the escalator and head back up to view the ornaments and trees. The ornaments and trees found across the museum showcased the Christmas Around the World exhibit. Ornaments and trees from around the world showcased unity and peace. Some from the Middle East, Europe, and Asia spread cheer and welcomed all who were in attendance. The bulbs were stupendous. Not one single tree looked horrendous because the museum catered to showing the beauty of humanity this season. Religious subtle crafts and branches hanging caricatures like mansions would not abandon humanity this holiday season. The trees displayed ribbons and radiated forgiveness. Staff members worked hard to make dreams come true. The Museum of Science and Industry knew exactly what to do. Blue bulbs and streamers collective captured dreamers and made their wish come true. Unity and goodwill showcased the aura of enchantment, while onlookers gazed in amazement. The Christmas Around the World exhibit could not possibly inhibit anger and judgment of human culture. The exhibit provided a glimpse at anthropological gifts all human cultures share this season. The best part of the tour defies the laws of physics and nature. The weather exhibit features a vortex, a Tesla coil, tsunami, and electrical current, plus an hourly Tesla coil activation, leaving visitors wowed with awe. Nikola Tesla receives the crown for the development of the 20th century according to the Museum of Science and Industry exhibit. The Tesla coil, according to the University of Wisconsin-Madison's website, is a device for making very high voltages. Voltage is a way to measure how much energy an electric charge has. Tesla coil can make voltages of more than 1,000,000 volts. The small one used in the demonstration makes about 60,000 volts. Normally, such high voltages are very dangerous, but the Tesla coil makes very high frequency electricity. This means the coil turns on and off very quickly, so the electricity flows on the outside of your skin instead of through your body. Up next, the castle exhibit. According to the Museum of Science and Industry's website, the castle was donated by Hollywood movie star Colleen Moore, who built herself a gorgeous dream home, sparing no expense on the details. The one big difference? She thought small. One of the most popular film actresses of her time, Colleen Moore, assembled a legion of her industry colleagues to help craft this miniature home of fantastic proportions. Then this one-of-a-kind castle was welcomed into its new home at MSI, where it has enchanted children of all ages since 1949. For our last stop, we will climb aboard the Pioneer Zephyr, also called the Silver Streak. According to the digital collections of the University of Illinois website, the Pioneer Zephyr, a streamlined stainless steel high-speed motor 3-car train powered by a 600 horsepower diesel engine. The train is 197 feet long. It weighs 98 tons. Built by the Edward G. Budd Manufacturing Company for the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad, the Pioneer Zephyr was christened on April 18, 1934. The 3-car diesel-powered train immediately produced a profit on short runs, the first diesel locomotive to do so in the world. On May 26, 1934, it left Denver and arrived in Chicago 13 hours and 15 minutes later to open a Century of Progress World's Fair. The single nonstop journey of 1,015 miles at an average speed of 77.6 miles per hour broke the land speed record. Never before had a train traveled more than 775 miles without stopping for fuel and water. The Pioneer Zephyr's success spawned a whole fleet of Zephyrs at a time when automobiles were beginning to challenge the railroads for passengers. The Pioneer Zephyr was a response to that challenge, offering high-speed transportation. The Pioneer Zephyr was one of the first trains shaped to cut through the air as easily and quickly as an airplane. A moving vehicle experiences drag, which is a resisting force by friction between the air and the vehicle's surface. The square boxy shapes experience more drag than smooth rounded shapes. Turbulence also increases drag. Turbulence is caused by features extending out from the surface, such as smokestacks or openings like windows. Streamlining eliminates the projections and openings that cause turbulence. The streamlined Pioneer Zephyr experienced about 1/3 less drag than did steam engines of the time. Because of its streamlined shape, the Pioneer Zephyr could reach higher speeds with less. In summary, the Museum of Science and Industry not only collaborates science with holiday culture, but it brings upon those who visit a chance to experience all forms of social science, let alone engineering. The Museum of Science and Industry showcases its annual holiday exhibit, which brings hope and happiness to those who visit. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Bradley J. Burke, reporting in Chicago, Illinois at the Museum of Science and Industry. I wish you all a Happy New Year. Peace.